Hey, folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to more Dwarf Fortress. We succeeded in getting another site to bend the knee without violence for the very first time, which gives me great hope that we might still be able to succeed our goal to take over the entire pocket world. And weirdly, maybe not use some violence. We have recalled our dwarves from conquering the, or forcing, I suppose, Wardy Hollow here to bend the knee. It was a small little site, but we did it anyway. Recalled our dwarves. We're just reorganizing the military here. I'm sure the dwarves are having to... they're probably completely swapping out all their equipment for a little while. Hopefully at some point we'll start to see a few more dwarves show up in the barracks. Although I'm realizing it's possible that the barracks, I was going to say, haven't been assigned to all the squads. Which has been there like that the whole game, which makes me feel pretty stupid. Although now I'm also thinking this barracks probably isn't big enough for everyone anymore. And maybe what I should do, let's remove that cage trap and this one here. What we'll do is we'll expand these fortifications, and then we'll remove this inner wall, and then all these rest of these cage traps. Oh, hello, baby! KR Jax, the metalsmith, has created Ilramatham Agsethaz letters, an iron warhammer. She claims it as an heirloom in the name of her family ancestor, Kuno no Oni, bolted whips. Well, let's take a look at that. That is actually a useful composition. Iron is a relatively dense metal. I mean, sure, something like silver would be even more dense, but this is going to work fine. The iron would be not an ideal material for a sharp-edged weapon because it doesn't actually hold its edge the same way, but it's great for a hammer. This is called Peaked Focuses the Aching Tick Brands. Love it. Worth 8,000 dwarf bucks. This is an iron warhammer. All crafts worship is of the highest quality. It is encrusted with rectangular shale cabochons and round gabbro cabochons, decorated with alpaca leather and encircled with bands of oval gabbro cabochons and round rock salt cabochons. The object menaces with spikes of iron. On the item is and I do love the idea of a spiky warhammer too. On the item is an image of a radiant cut gem in pearwood. On the item is an image of two bluefish in rock salt. I can't just copy and paste it. I really want to throw this into an AI image generator right now. But I don't want to have to retype this either. Huh. If I just take a screenshot, will it, can I get it to read? So we could go ahead and equip this to a dwarf. And again, without dwarf therapists, as far as I know, there's no way to quickly check to see if one of our dwarves is excellent at using a warhammer. And one thing I did realize by resetting all of our troops over here, we had a few people assigned to use an artifact weapon, and that got reset. But that was inevitable because they were going to have to get thrown back in the squad anyway, and so their old assignments was going to be broken regardless. Maybe I should load up Dwarf Therapist real quick. Now, the artifact weapons, let's make a stockpile specifically for artifact weapons. This is actually one of those situations where I really wish we had RimWorld style of stockpiles where I could make a super high priority stockpile for artifact quality weapons. And I can't do that exactly. But what we can do here is we can go and let's say we eliminate a little corner of that zone. And then we're going to make a new stockpile right there. So it's going to be a weapon stockpile where we only accept things of artifact quality. But that's not going to be good enough because we can't set a priority. So then what we have to do is say, and then you will take from this weapon stockpile, and then you will also take from this one. As far as I know, those are only weapon stockpiles. So in theory, any artifact weapons should end up over here. And I actually don't want any bins. I just want them to be visible there. Yeah, someone was on the way bringing a bin, but they should take it away now, I hope. So we'll be able to see the artifact weapons on the ground and then decide to assign them to people. But yeah, I might still need to open up Dwarf Therapists because, I mean, unless, skill... Yeah, I don't think there's an easy way to just find, hey, out of curiosity, Do any of my current dwarves happen to have a high Warhammer skill? Now, if there is one, they probably are in the military, because when I'm assigning dwarves to this, right, it is filtering, say, by melee effectiveness. And that would include people with high Warhammer skills. But other than that, I can't necessarily find who they are to assign that, because that will be a very good weapon. But maybe I don't want to do it right now if these squads are going to do the thing where they leave for a while and then come back. So that's a whole thing. Okay, let's go construct fortifications. Any material, although I do have it set to... global filters, yeah, just blocks, good, that's what I want. Anyway, we're gonna go and do a big expansion here of this. I might have to change the archery targets. But for now, we'll just set this up. We still have a block stockpile on the surface, so hopefully it's not gonna be too bad for people to do the construction and to do it relatively quickly. Okay, mandated construction, that's fine. Oh, that's right, that pauses. Wait, we struck native platinum. Nice! This is the whole reason I've been digging out these levels over here. I'm on the wrong mode. Auto dig. That stuff. Are there some gems? Yeah, that's fine. You know what? Do the gems at the same time. Platinum over here? No, set it right. Okay. Yeah, hopefully we get lucky and hit even more, because that's not a ton. Platinum's clearly fairly rare. I'm making my my statues out of platinum if I can, which is pretty rich. Usually in these games, I often end up making it a silver, because a lot of times you end up with a lot of native silver. We use some for some warhammers, and then I use the rest of it for statues. Group of citizens is stranded. The Pedo Jones have blocked themselves in. Well, that's fine, because what we're going to do right now is we're going to go... yeah, remove construction. Can I use that on traps? Or is this removing the floor? I feel like this might be removing the floor. I guess I can use... Oh, I can't remember what it's called. There is a... Oh, I think it's called mass remove. Yeah. So this makes it easy to mass remove furniture, like, say, these traps. Okay. So someone needs to deconstruct any of these fortifications. Oh, I think Pepito Jones is removing a trap because he's here and can. As soon as these fortifications get removed, Pepito Jones will no longer be stuck. This is a really useful alert. I mean, in theory, I would have done this at some point regardless, because I would have gone and, you know, continued my construction. But in theory, that would have happened. In practice, who knows how long it would have taken me to remember that I want to do this. Now I want to go build, construct. I want to get a ramp again. Say here. So that, because we want to come up here and keep working on the roof. Because this new area here is not roofed. And technically someone can come and invade and do this. So I think that, you know, the fortifications took place to the floor. It looked to me like someone just dropped down. I don't know. Build, constructions, floor, shippa. Done. Then yeah, this can be unsuspended here because, well, soon people will be able to reach that. They'll have to build this floor first. Pedo Jones, I think, is still stuck there. Yeah, you are still stuck there. You're removing those traps, is great. But there we go. Now we got a little bit of floor here. Now people can come in and out. Everything's going to be groovy. We'll rebuild these traps on the outside here too. Let me go and chop that tree. And that, which actually, this falling down might hit this piece of wall. Theoretically, this could be a lethal chop. So the game is coded when you cut down a tree, right? A bunch of logs fall down. But those logs are guaranteed not to hit anyone on the way down. However, if they bump into an object on their way down, it clears that flag. And at that point, they're just free-falling wood, which could hurt someone. Probably we're okay here. We actually might just end up with wood on the section of the wall here. We'll see. Hang on, I think I was on the wrong level when I built that ramp. So that's not going to be helpful. Oh, migrants. It's not going to be a very big migrant wave. So this zone here, and yeah, I'm thinking Let me move the archery targets. I'm going to remove those. I'm going to delete this archery range because I want to put them somewhere else. This zone is going to get repainted. Cover everything except possibly what we'll do is we'll put the archery range. Actually, I think I want to put it over here. There. And we'll rebuild that. Okay, we have a ramp, so this is now accessible. Now, I don't think I'll expand the sleeping barracks. Yeah, I think that's probably fine. But what we're looking to do is floor all this. Okay. Just to make sure that nothing can climb onto the wall and get in here, or birds can't fly in or do anything weird like that. But yeah, I won't worry about changing this. And they're quite clustered up, but I guess for the demonstrations, they do cluster up. But now there is more room for them to work with. And we have all that extra military, so that's okay. Migrants. Oh, I guess just in case, we can check to see. Oh, yeah, we've got a horse foal that needs to be assigned to this grazing area. Okay, done. Population is capped. Oh, right, I had said at the end of last episode I was going to do one of these, detect conflicts, try to resolve conflicts, update equipment. We'll let that run for a bit. Oh, yeah, you can see the military move. And then we will send some people out to try to conquer another site, which would then require us to reform our military, and it's a whole system. I guess we could try to send out just a group of 10, just to minimize maybe how much work we've got to do to reset everything. Because it's kind of a pain in the butt. No, you know what? We'll send out 40, but we'll send them after the big goblin site. Because at some point we need to know if that's going to work or not. Special orders, constant training. Take a look at your equipment. You're currently missing some weapons. It's possible we don't have enough spears. Again, we can check here, weapons, and then steel spear. It says we got 34, but I think that might be counting equipped ones. So let's add a steel spear job for 10 more, which theoretically, I mean, that'll put us up to 44. All we need is 40 spears. We'll generate some extra ones just so that if any of them come out low quality and then get resmelted or whatever, hopefully that'll be okay. So if we come back over here, now the legendary weapons haven't been brought here yet. I mean, we've got one or two on a pedestal, but like the new Warhammer we just created, shouldn't it be being brought here? Places, stockpiles. Let me rename you to weapon artifacts. Weapons main floor, and then way down over here. Weapons forge. So yeah, if we check, I guess this is the places screen there, but anyway. Stockpiles. Okay, we got 3 weapons. Oh, one of them is the singular, which is a little annoying to me. Hold on, let me rename you. I don't think that you can move the cursor position, so all you can do is backspace the whole thing. And then if we look at the take, you're taken from main floor and floor. So theoretically, these are the only places things can be. We can double check that the catch-all stockpile doesn't accept weapons, and it does not. So artifact weapons should end up here. Unless this filter is somehow... I don't know, we'll just give it more time. There might be a lot of things being hauled around. We got some unbinned mugs showing up here. That's interesting. As I said, we do have unused bins, so that's not the issue. Interesting that you never got any barrels delivered here. Even though we probably don't really need them. Is there something weird because it's split? I mean, things are now being delivered here, so that's something. But no bins have been delivered here, even though we clearly have some. It might just be a huge backlog in hauling. That might be all. Oh, we have... Oh, no. Okay, we have the box. But... Oh, did you get... Did you get set when I renamed you? Because I set this to 0 bins last episode. Is no one taking the weapon out of the bin? Is that what's happening? Because they just took the bin away. Do they not take it out of the bin to move to here? Maybe I should allow it. All right, I mean, I figured we don't have that many artifact weapons. They don't actually need to be in a box, and it'll make it quite clear to me when there's an idle artifact weapon because it'll be visible. But all right, fine. This can accept bins. I'll just have to click on the bin and see if there's anything in it or not. See, I'm confused too. Like over here, why is there only 1 bin in this box? And we see this a lot. Do they not bother bringing another one until this is full? Do they not pre-bring the bins? Because again, I've got a bunch. Like here's... Why are you not... Because this furniture stockpile here doesn't actually use them. It's set to 0. This is just where empty bins get stored. Oh, well, as I say that, another one did just get brought over here. Okay. Maybe it is really just a huge hauling backlog. All right, we're going to send out the squads. Oh, I guess I didn't finish the spear job, and you guys don't actually have your weapons. Okay, well, we should wait at least that long. Forged steel spears. I mean, it's happening. It's happening quickly as well. Metalsmith taken by a Fey mood, which will, I suppose, slow down our spear making. Well, not really, though. That, I might just want to put in... Yeah, more forges, more are done. I'm going to put in another job for 10 more spears right over there. We're going to get an overkill on spears. Again, just in case some are being rejected and are being resmelted down. We do have a bin over here with the unusable, but it's not being actually function. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to smelt. We get lots of iron from the Goblinite. Make steel, make steel, make steel, make melt. What's my melt job? Is it just not enough? Maybe it's doing 1 per day. No, it's doing up to 4 per day. Melt is at least 5. I mean, first of all, I can change this. It's at least 1. If there's at least 1 thing to be melted, go for it. Oh, I guess it was 5 because I was doing 4 at a time. You know, it's fine. If there's at least 1, queue up a job. I could also just queue up a big one-time job to catch up. But I mean, I don't think we're actually short on iron. You can see none of these are smelting iron bars. So actually, I think we're okay. They're making more steel. Which one got claimed? This one over here. Okay. Hey, did we get that tin? We did get the tin cabinet installed. And presumably before people got arrested. For this. And people got in trouble for previous orders, but hopefully none of those was this one. They're cold cases. There's no open. Okay, closed. There's no cold cases. Nothing open. These closed cases, they don't have a date on them. These convictions. None of these production orders were for the person who was injured, which was the mayor, I think. Yeah, Elijah over here. So yeah, no, the tin job must have finished in time. Okay. How come? Oh, hold on. Is it possible? Yeah, they can't stand on a slope to work. That's the issue, isn't it? I think that's the problem. So what we need to do is we need to construct a wall, which a wall has its own surface area. Be top priority because none of the blocks are happening. Or maybe people are just busy. I guess these aren't being suspended. Someone really just... A lot of socialize, demonstrations, socialize. It feels like people are just absolutely idle. I don't have a civilian alert going on. I mean, you know, managing their moods is an okay thing if they want to socialize and all that. We do need some of that to happen. Need dig. No one's hauling. Let's store item in bin. There's one. But also no one's constructing weirdly. Are you out of blocks? Did I cancel that wall? I might have. Anyway, let me hide the planner mode. There we go. So we're not using the planner for this. So maybe there's some confusion going on. So this is an actual just job being placed here. Waiting for construction. I don't remember if this will change to show if a dwarf is using this. Suspend manager is disabled. Oh, I want you to be enabled first of all. In case some things are being auto-suspended. Normally I do want that running. It's not applying here anyway. You're waiting for construction. The dwarves seriously just too busy? Maybe we don't have enough dwarves that aren't part of a military and also don't have a job assigned? Princey. You're not part of a military. And yeah, you'll do any task. But you have chosen relaxation over anything else. Sagranji perform the flutes of meandering. It's interesting. Why are you building? Oh, someone did. Okay. And oh, all of a sudden this is where this ramp can use this wall. There we go. I thought I had to build another one, despite the art, because that's always the art. This ramp is now using this wall, and the top of a wall counts as a floor. So now they can stand there and work there, which now is okay. And the fact now that this floor is done here, we don't even need this wall anymore, because now they can ramp up to here, stand here, and do some work. Although it's not actually hurting anything, so maybe we'll just leave it there. Who cares? I mean, bad guys can use this to climb up onto this roof and do nothing. So maybe we leave the roof access ramp. All right, that's now working properly. Good. Because I do want to get this ramped up. Yeah, I guess people really just do sit in the top left corner of the zone to do things, but there is room, and I'm happy that some training is happening. How's you're leading a dodging demonstration. That is quite cool. Competent dodger. Competent teacher. Okay. We're probably ready to send the squad out. These squads out. Hopefully, maybe, kind of. Oh, I should double check the weapons situation. So you don't have a spear for some reason. Okay, update equipment. Let's force people to go and maybe go and get their weapons. Maybe that's what's been waiting. Yeah, there we go. That's in yellow. Okay. That may have been all that's needed. Because they were busy, they weren't going and resorting themselves. So we'll let that run through, and then we'll send people out. Oh, a lot more equipment over there. I love that everyone, and that's because of the Weaponsmiths Guild, right? We set up this guild hall. We allow, where are my guild halls? This one here, armorer. This one here, weaponsmith. Yeah, because a bunch of people became weaponsmiths, so it makes sense. But we set this up early. We allowed anyone to come in and give a demo, although that might not be necessary anymore because we do have weaponsmiths inside of our fortress. But some dwarves come here, watch the demonstration, get a tiny bit of XP for weapons stuff, and then when you get on the mood, the weaponsmith, even though it's only a tiny little bit of skill in that, might be their highest moodable skill, so we're getting more artifact weapons. Admittedly, we haven't gotten a lot of great ones. We do have that hammer. And yeah, I might have to do the dwarf therapist thing. There's nothing stored in here. We've got a box. Nothing's being brought here. I'm a little weirded out, but at the same time, people are spending a lot of time idle. Oh, Dispatch is starting their work. Well, let's let this run until the artifact happens. We'll check out what it is, and then we'll probably put in a cut, and then next episode, in theory, everyone will have gone and grabbed their stuff. Okay, everyone's armed except for Zabiggy. Oh, there we go. Just pick that up. And theoretically, they're grabbing some body armor as well, too. So that's going to be good. And then we'll send them out. We'll send them out to the Goblin Stronghold. And it'll either work or it won't work. But that'll be the acid test for everything we've done so far. And fingers crossed. Now, where's that artifact? Doesn't usually take long to actually finish the job once they've started. Where are you going? Oh, you were just you were leading an animal out over here. Okay. Didn't feel anything of seeing goblins dead. I guess, yeah, they're seeing all these dead bodies over here, but oh, you know what? If they can get desensitized to that, that'd be great. That'd be lovely. I know it's not necessarily ideal, but it'll do. Those traps are there. Oh yeah, we might still want to rebuild these traps here. Yeah. Let's plan that. So not cages, I always do that, but traps, then cage. Oops. A bronze buckler. Ooh, that's quite nice. Show planner mode. Yeah, we'll go and read that in a second. I think I'm on cage mode and on trap mode. See? Told you I always do that. Traps. Cage. Cage trap. With the planner mode. And this is just to get anyone who decides to walk up to the fortifications and try to shoot through them. There. So I'm not, and it's one of the reasons I'm not even worried about this. Although, you know what? Let's do it. And our own people can walk through the trap squares, and they're totally fine. So we'll get that done. All right, what is this artifact? Elder Withered, the Mute Shells. This is a bronze buckler. All crafts worship. It was of the highest quality. Encircled with bands of cushion and tetrahedrite cabochons, the object menaces with spikes of bronze, galena, tetrahedrite, green glass, and pig bone. On the item is an image of a coconut palm and pigtail. On the item is an image of bomb wreck, phantom armor, the dwarf in giant cave spider silk. I think we might have to go into legend mode to figure out who that is. We don't have an unusable armor. And in theory, our squads are ready to go. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and put a pause in here. And next episode, I think we're going to send them out to the Goblin Fortress and see if we can get, what are they, like 1,000 goblins? That's the Human Fortress. Oh, Dark Human Fortress. Wait. Dark fortresses are built by goblins. Did the humans go and conquer this site? That's very interesting, because it might mean they defeated the demon, which could change a lot of the dynamics over here. Huh. Huh. Okay. Well, we'll have to see what that means next time. Folks, thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.